Hi, everybody. How you doing? We're gonna be doing some Infinite podcast. Thank you, Infinite Nonsense podcast. I like saying Infinite podcast.
2 times in a row. 2 times in a row.
And the Infinite Podcast, Infinite Nonsense Podcast. Welcome.
Yeah. It just sounds better as Infinite podcast. We're just infinitely going about nothing. We're in a new week now. So, how has been going on in your guys' week?
Pretty good. You know, same old with work and all that. It's starting to rain here, or get colder here at least in Texas. So I'm enjoying the cooler weather. My morning runs are feeling a lot more bearable than running in like 100-degree weather. So I'm liking it, man. It's also, cooler months, holidays. It's awesome.
Nice. How about you, Sam?
I have lemonade.
Ooh. Anything special about the lemonade?
It's mixed with copious amounts of alcohol. No, it's completely.
Isn't that actually a type of drink?
Mike's Hard Lemonade or something.
I think he was looking for Arnold Palmer, which is lemonade.
Yeah.
Lemonade tea and alcohol.
Yeah.
Wait. I thought Arnold Palmer was tea and lemonade. There's alcohol in that?
There's 2 different Arnold Palmers. There's the alcoholic one and the non-alcoholic one.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
The alcoholic one is lemonade. No, the non-alcoholic is.
I thought there was
tea.
one that. Okay, I was actually thinking of also just tea, which I think was a Long Island, which is
Long Island iced tea. Yeah. Long Island iced tea is 5 different alcohols. I don't think there's tea in it.
Oh, there's not. Oh. Yeah, but I got through some of the more
there's no tea
terrifying games for my week, for my small talk.
I'm
not going back to one of them for sure. And if I do, it's someone else playing it, and I'm gonna sit in on it. Because oh god, it was. Didn't like it. Mortuary Assistant.
You need to play Zoocosis.
I do.
Oh,
okay,
yeah, you
the
do.
one thing that kind of makes me nervous to play Zoocosis is anytime I play a game that has the sensor checkbox to be checked or unchecked, I never know if I actually have it properly checked. And of the 2 games I played that had that, which was Cyberpunk and Alan Wake 2
and Baldur's Gate.
Well, Baldur's Gate, I did properly figure that one out because I had other people helping me. But the 2
I was gonna say that one's an easy one.
Yeah, but the other 2, Alan Wake's was just hidden, or it wasn't in existence when I first tried to play it because I could not find the sensor one, and so there was just this bald guy that was naked running through the forest, and then it zooms out and there he is, schlong in the wind, and it's just like, Jesus Christ. I panicked and I deleted that stream, so that you can't find on my stuff anymore. Then there was Cyberpunk, where at the very beginning I thought I checked it. I was almost certain I did, and tits out. That's all I gotta say about that. And it was just like, oh no.
Wait. I thought it was a dude's penis or something.
That was Alan Wake 2.
Oh, okay.
Rock out with your cocks out.
Yeah. And Cyberpunk at the very beginning, if you don't have the sensor thing on, the first thing you'll find is prosthetic bodies where the boobas are out. Yeah.
Boobas.
So I think I deleted that one too from public viewing on my channel.
I need to play that game actually.
I want to play Liar's Bar with you.
Yeah, Liar's Bar would be fun. I
want to shoot. I want you to shoot yourself.
Okay, that's mean. Still mean. Buy it for me. I'll do it right now.
Man, it is a cheap game, so.
I'll let's see. I actually will. If you want me to, I'll give it to you later this week. That way, he's forced to play with us, Rabbit. Because
I was gonna say that basically forces my hand to play with you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. We'll do it then. We'll set it up. I'll get it for him. later this week, and then we can get a stream going.
Oh
Sure.
my god.
We could do stream on Friday. Well, no, not
There you
Friday.
go.
You're bad with Friday, aren't you? If I remember correctly.
Zoom,
Some.
right? Or me? Oh, yeah,
Some.
okay.
I was just, why me? What?
I thought you said you were bad with Friday night streams.
I
Is
mean,
Beat Saber?
that's every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I feel comfortable pushing off one day a week, essentially.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
So,
Oh, he likes us, Rabbit.
No, fuck you, I don't. If I liked you, I'd push off more than one day.
The fact he's
got a
pushing one
point.
day at all is crazy.
Well, speaking
I
of
wasn't
games,
listening,
that's
what?
going to segue back into part 2 of our tier list.
I'm
Part two.
speedrunning this. We're getting it done in 30 minutes or less.
Or it's free.
It's already free.
So
That's
yeah,
funny.
we left off with some choice responses from the last time. BioShock probably being the one that's going to catch us the most flack still. For those that might have
Cares.
been angry posting their responses about, oh, BioShock's going to be a F tier. Well, sorry. Didn't see it
Yeah,
because
BioShock's
it's not
an
uploaded
F.
yet.
It's an F. It goes to
BioShock
F
is a
tier.
mid game, and if you like that, that's on you. That's a personal problem.
The problem
Deal.
with BioShock for me, if I wanted to stream it, I have to solely stream it on Twitch or play it without the music on because they got music that is copyrightable. Yay!
Yay! But to be fair, it will get copyright stricken, but you won't get a copyright strike. Like it will say, "Hey, this is copyrighted," and then not give a shit.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to deal with that headache.
It's
Granted,
not a headache. Oh wait, to be fair, you guys are monetized on YouTube, so it might be a headache.
I really
I'm
don't
not
care.
yet.
So
I'm
thought you
not
were.
yet. I'm monetized with memberships, but I haven't reached 1,000 subs.
yeah, he's
Oh,
step
I
one.
didn't realize
He's-
those were different tiers.
Yeah, he's step one monetization, not step 2.
Yeah,
Haha.
they
I'm
changed
not
the
monetized.
tiers. Yeah, but
It's all good.
yeah, it's all
What?
good.
What the fuck do
All
you
right.
mean it's all good?
It's
This
all
wasn't.
good.
What's
You
good
gotta-
about it?
In the club,
you gotta
we
start
all fam.
streaming on YouTube if you want to start.
I
being
refuse.
In the
I
monetized.
club,
refuse to
we
be on
all
YouTube.
fam.
That's fair.
The only
That's
way
fair.
I will be on YouTube is if it's a clip or a VOD.
So
All right, I'm gonna clip that and
if
make it to a
Twitch
VOD.
ever goes down under and YouTube stays live, you will stop streaming altogether.
I'm not legally allowed to say what I will do.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Speaking of games that we've played, I know you played Dark Echo. It was in your
B.
list. B.
D.
D.
He isn't dog. So what's Dark Echo about?
So-
It's a
Yeah, you do it.
okay. It's an exploration quote unquote puzzle game because there is puzzling involved. Where you can't see where you are, all you can do is basically follow a representation of sound waves that bounce off walls and things to
Oh, Rabbit, you
echolocation.
played this.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
Soom, I
is-
think you have too.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
why he
I
said,
remember.
Soom, I know you've played this.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was trying to remember
it's
the
that.
game, but not. Yeah, that. Thank you for explaining that. Now I remember. Okay, that looked like a fun game. Really did.
It's a game.
It's a game.
It's a good puzzle game where you're effectively blind and that where your footsteps are white, the background is black, and then later on it inverses the colors with very similar puzzles, and they want you to be able to effectively beat the game twice if you want the achievements.
Okay.
Yeah. It was an alright game.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't super amazing, but it's a good playthrough one time, and now you're done. Very simplistic
Gotcha.
game.
Okay. So like Minecraft. Got it.
Yeah. Like Minecraft, exactly.
Like Minecraft.
And we're not talking about Minecraft modded, just Minecraft.
Yeah, exactly. Craft mine.
Dead
Minefield.
Space 3 is the next on the list.
Okay. Is it the
It's Dead
am
Space
I
3.
allowed? No, am I allowed to If I haven't played it this past year, but I have played it before, can I comment on
That's
it?
fine. Yeah, you
Or-
can.
Brother, that's
Right,
what
yeah.
I've been doing for most of these.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
If you have experience with the game to give it a ranking, the only reason
Okay.
why the not played ones are not played is because you guys never played these games and have no knowledge about how
Hey,
to
by
rank
the way,
it.
we have to move Celeste because I played it in between episodes, you know?
Oh, you have okay. Remove to
Yeah.
what ranking?
Off the board entirely because holy shit is it dog.
Is it so best audio design. Gotcha.
No.
That's a funny way to say cassette beasts. No, okay. The reason I said about Dead Space 3 though is because I remember playing that, and I remember a lot of people not liking it, but I absolutely loved the co-op aspect. I
The
loved,
co-op made it so much fun.
yeah, and I loved
Yep.
the fact that depending on who you played, you had a different perspective of the
Yes,
story.
because one
which
of
was
them goes
awesome.
fucking stupid.
I remember that where Ark would just be going around,
Mm-hmm.
oh, it's a birthday party, and I'm going, what
Yeah.
are
Yep.
you on about?
That dungeon specifically, I think, is very, very well done.
Well, yes, exactly. Yeah.
I agree.
I would say a lot of people didn't like it because it was co-op or whatever. It's not as scary. I don't give a shit. I'm personally gonna say A tier just because of the psychology, the psychological aspect.
Personally,
loved it.
I would say it probably belongs in B rather than A.
That's fair. I mean, we can go with B.
Should
was
I? Okay, I was gonna say high B, low A.
I don't
Yeah.
think anything's making it onto S tier, is it?
I
No,
don't
we
know.
haven't gotten there yet. We're about to get an S tier. I don't know what you're talking about soon.
This is going in A at best.
All right, so I'm
Okay.
putting it in B. There we go. Dead Space 3. There we go.
Oh, Dead Space 3. Okay.
Now we got Deadlock.
C tier.
A.
Dog shit game. You have not played it. Wait, have you played it soon?
My brother in Christ, we played together.
I don't remember that.
Oh my god.
I don't remember that.
We played on Rapid Stream.
Yeah, you did. With
I don't remember that.
with Niv, Gate, and Sky.
Oh my god.
I don't remember that. I genuinely do not remember that.
God, it was Infinite Nonsense meets GM Squad.
Oh my
Stream.
I
god.
genuinely don't remember that.
And
Sure.
Sky had to leave due to an ear infection.
I
this
remember
game.
now. I remember now.
And I asked if we could play together sometime, and you kept saying, yeah, we can, and then wink, and then leave. You motherfucker.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's crazy. Game of the year.
Game of the year. All right, we got another.
It's
nomination for Game of the Year.
it's in playtest fucking field. It's not even a fucking beta.
Well, this is remember, this is our Game of the Year, our best
Okay.
narrative and stuff.
Okay.
It's not the
right.
actual Game of the Year.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter if it came out this year. Goddamn. I'm putting up Game of the Year from 1996, brother.
I'm putting up Bug Snacks for Game of the Year.
Not on the list.
Rabbit, why didn't you add it to the list? I told you to.
I'm gonna tell you now, Rabbit. This next one is
Deep
not
Rock
doing
Galactic.
too hot.
Is this the top-down
No,
view
no.
one?
I was gonna say this is Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, not Deep Rock Galactic.
I was combining
Survivor
the two. I
belongs
didn't know
in
that there was
fucking
something
F.
No, they're,
Okay.
they're two different style of games, I thought.
Yeah, Deep Rock Survivor is a quote unquote bullet heaven.
Bullet
Uh,
Heaven, not Bullet Hell.
It's
Correct.
like Helldivers
Vampire
1, right?
Survivors. It's along the lines of like those kinds of games, like Vampire Survivors, Temtem
Like
Swarm.
Helldivers 1 style game?
No, well, Helldivers 1 is not a Survivors game. There is not.
Well,
a
I mean,
bullet
I'm
heaven.
talking about like it's not like the gameplay aspect, like it's top down, you kind of oversee
Yeah.
the character.
Yeah,
like okay. It's
Uh,
like that.
Yeah, it is a twin stick, but it's not a twin stick because you don't really aim. It's
Okay.
it is. I'm trying to think of other games. I can't think of any. Like 20 Minutes to Dawn, Vampire Survivors, fucking Wizard Squad, or
Okay.
Mage Brigade. I don't know.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Spell Brigade. That's it. it's a survivor. Like it's a bullet heaven, which is the one where you're just spewing out bullshit to kill swarms of enemies around you. It goes in fucking F, just to be clear.
Okay.
Goes in F.
F.
It's a garbage
Gotcha.
game. It's not garbage, but it did not appeal to me the way most survivor games do.
Okay.
Well, then I legitimately need to add Deep Rock Galactic because I did play that this past year, and that was. I was thinking those were one and the same, and I would just
Nope.
cover that, but I was wrong. So I've got my foot in my mouth here.
Yeah, that's just why I was very distinctly saying these are different things. Deep Rock Galactic is an enjoyable experience. Deep Rock Galactic Survivors.
I don't see bug snacks. I don't
Nobody's
see
played Bug
Rabbit.
Snacks.
I don't care. I want it on there. I want it on there.
Where is it?
The fact that he actually went out and fucking downloaded all of these fucking titles. Oh my god, that's crazy.
There.
Okay,
there
good.
it is.
Yeah.
Deep Rock Galactic.
That's actually a good game. I would say a B or an A tier.
Yeah,
I genuinely
honestly,
had fun.
I would put that in A.
Yeah.
A tier?
It's a really good game. It's really well made too.
I would agree with Air tier. Air tier? Air tier.
Like it is a good
Air.
game with an excellent amount of replayability. Good cosmetic system that isn't punishing to people who don't want to spend money on cosmetics.
Looking at you, fucking every MMO to ever exist.
God, those MMOs.
MM, move over.
All right, so next on this list is Deltarune.
Mid.
Oh, the Earthbound sequel.
Just fucking mid.
Mid. So what? Is mid
I know.
D? Is it C?
No, I'm saying add a new fucking tier saying mid.
I think I like the fact that Deltarune's like a direct sequel to Earthbound, and how Ness is Sans. So
I forgot that we were gonna get George shitposts for that one.
I kind of have to understand like the storyline, how it connects to everything. I have to say D tier. It's not a good game.
Okay, we got D tier.
Actually, you know what? No. I agree with Zoom. Mid tier. Make a new tier.
I was gonna say.
I didn't want to add a new one.
Nah, just give it F then. F is
I was gonna say
F.
just throw it in C. Honestly,
or C.
It is a very very mid game. Like it is not
a game.
It's yeah.
It's like it's a thing. It got a hyper following because it was part of Undertale. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, the music is fantastic. Throw that shit in. Actually, yeah, no. Throw that shit in fucking
Best
score and music. Yeah, hold up.
All right.
Wait a moment.
Gotcha. All right, so that's nominated for best music. Demonologist.
Okay.
One.
All right. I'm going to be candid here.
Okay.
I wanted it to be better than Phas, and then in some aspects it is. Phasmophobia, by the way. But the problem is the game relies too heavily on cheap jump scares. Way too much of those killed it. So with that being said, I feel like either C or D tier. Maybe even just straight up D tier.
I think D.
Yeah. When it first came out, it had a lot of promise. I was really excited for it. It looked really good. But then I kind of quickly realized the game was, like I said, it was just so many cheap ass random jump scares to try to get you. It got really tiring, really annoying, really quickly. So
Phasmophobia meets Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay, hold on. Wait a second. Hold on.
Gameplay of Phasmophobia, but jump scares of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the quality of the jump scare is really bad in Demonologist, while FNAFs are just kind of like the original four. They're just very goofy, in my opinion. Except for four, maybe.
I would
Four's
say
kind of
they're
scary.
bad. It's like the first few times because you don't know what you're expecting with FNAF. They can get you, but the next few times after that, they just get annoying.
No. So let me define what I mean by bad. What I mean by bad is that Demonologist is really, they dial up to 11 of the loudness of their jump scares, because so many times where I had to actually turn my freaking volume down just because I might come across that excessively loud jump scare. And there's a few of them too. And that really ruined it, because there's some stuff you had to listen for, but you can't, because you either you're gonna get, your ear destroyed, or you're gonna risk it and try and listen for that sound cue. Well, in FNAF, they're not over the top loud, right? They're actually they're audio mixed really well. Demonologist does not do that, and I hate that about it. That's what I mean by bad jump scare. But I agree with you, though. Like, FNAF jump scares are really goofy and bad too in their own right, but not for the reasons that I'm saying. But
Which
yeah,
is
I do think
totally
it's a D
fair.
tier. I do think it is a D tier. Yeah, unfortunately, I want to love it, but yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, fair. I will say, because I did this for Deep Rock Galactic, I did grab Dark Hours just now as well, because we did play it.
Oh, but you
This
didn't
pa-
grab Pokemon Diamond, Brilliant Diamond for me, or
What are you talking
VR
about?
chat. What's wrong with you?
Pokemon is later down the list.
Where is
okay?
Beat Saber?
Where's my VR chat and Beat Saber?
You want VR chat? You want VR chat and Beat Saber?
Where's my Metal Gear Solid? Every single game. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, did you play that on the stream?
Don't worry about it. My very first stream was Metal Gear Solid 5.
This year?
No, not this year.
Okay, there we go.
But I
Where's
have played it, you
Resident
son of a
Evil
bitch.
4?
Yeah, where's Resident Evil 4? I played that on stream. Get out of here, Rabbit.
Actually, I think that was in there.
Okay, good. Never
I'm
mind.
just saying,
giving
where
you
is
shit.
it? Like, damn.
Now, to clarify, it is the
Hold
remake.
on, is it actually not in there?
Rabbit?
I think I missed
Rabbit?
it. I thought I grabbed
Rabbit?
it.
You
To be
son
fair,
of a bitch.
did he even stream that this year? Did that come
Yeah,
out
I
this
did.
year?
Yeah, he did.
Resident
He
Evil
did.
4.
The remake.
Well,
The
yeah, no, the
remake, yeah.
remake, yeah.
I streamed it like, that was my second or third to last stream that I ever did this year. It was really recent.
All right, so there's that one. All right, so in the meantime, Dicey Dungeons. Have either of
C.
you played that? C.
No.
It's a good roguelike, not roguelite. Smile.
Smile. Okay, so you said C. Disco Elysium.
Best narrative.
Best narrative. Okay.
Just best narrative. That shit was on point. Fuck yeah, communism! Oh wait, no. Fuck communism!
I've heard.
That's a clip. Holy crap.
I've heard nothing but good things about that Elysium
No,
game.
honestly, to be fair, the reason that is going in best narrative is the entire fucking gameplay is reading. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a little bit of point and click wandering around, but the game relies on its dialogue entirely, and I think the dialogue is fucking fantastic.
Gotcha.
Like, the narrative, the story, the whole thing, the branching endings, though there isn't that much to branch off of, it is good. Like, the ending is the same, it's just there's variance to it.
Variance to it.
Yeah, I think the narrative in that game is phenomenal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, if it weren't there, that would be a game I would say belongs in S. Because it did something more unique than most games do. And it did it fucking well.
I'm glad you have those strong opinions, because now we're going to Don't Starve Together.
F.
Soom, didn't you ask me at one point that we should play this together?
No, I asked for Project Zomboid.
Ah, okay.
And then you immediately said no, and they hurt my fifis.
Fifis. Oh no, not the fifis.
I don't care about your fifis, but okay.
Yeah, no, I think that is the only time you have genuinely hurt me, George.
Soom, look, he found Beat Saber. Oh, this son of a bitch is adding everything. Okay, I see how it is.
Well, I just learned about some of these things. All right.
I was gonna say, to be fair, Pokemon got like 2 hours of stream time, not even a week ago.
Still counts.
Still counts. All
Still
right.
counts.
Say, well, VR chat got 5 hours, but
I
yeah.
like how Beat Saber
Uh,
got pushed to the top. What the
Because
fuck
it's
is this?
alphabetically correct.
Alphabetical order.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Come on,
see?
George. See?
All right.
I mean, I agree with
Thank
that. I mean, I had
It's a
lot of
rhythm
fun playing
game.
Beat
It's not
Saber.
a good like it does its job as a rhythm game all right. It's better with mods, which means on its own it's not great.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It is okay.
What was the other game I'm forgetting?
VR
VR chat.
chat.
That's what you said.
VR chat. Yep.
Yeah, VR chat.
All right.
If I ever get a VR headset, I just want to go in as Ugandan Knuckles and say, "Do you know the way?" and just like annoy people
You
doing that.
actually don't need a VR headset.
Yeah,
to
you can
play
do
VR
that.
Chat.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
You don't
What?
need a headset for it. You can play. There's a desktop version.
What?
Yeah.
But is it like, am I missing out on stuff if I don't have a VR headset compared to if I play the desktop version?
Wait, what? What was the
Like,
question?
am I missing out on like a certain controls or certain things I can
You
do?
are missing out on some of it, don't get me wrong, but a lot
Okay.
of people design maps and things like that, specifically with people without VR in mind as well.
Ah, okay. I might try it.
It's actually like a lot of that game, to be fair, is just socializing. A lot
Okay.
of the fun to it and things like that, it's shit posting with strangers online.
All right.
All right.
Dark Hours.
Next game. Man, I wish I'd play this game, but I got no one to play it with.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I
It's
know, right?
it's such a shame because we had an open slot the other day.
Yeah, we did. It was really fun. It actually was
honestly,
really fun.
It was really fun, but I do believe, despite it being fun, it belongs in D tier.
D, really?
D, because mostly just because of how it's currently, like the tier list is looking currently, how things are being laid out.
Because
I think because it is not a complete game.
Well, I was thinking like low C because it does still match the content warning Among Us problem where it does depend on who you play with. Like,
yes.
And there was that one bug that we found that soft locked us so hard.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. Instant soft lock was funny.
Yeah, just throw an item into the room that a person needs to go into, and it sets it off. It's like,
yeah,
that sucks.
Like, I appreciate that it's a feature that you can do that with sensors. Mm-hmm. However, no.
Yeah,
that's a bad thing.
And I like how I was the one that was kind of immediately
called out for
criticized.
What the fuck, dude?
Well, when we first played it, I just walked into that while sneaking, and it just goes off, and it's like, Rabbit, why are you setting off alarms?
Rabbit, what the fuck?
We find out that that's actually to start the game.
Yeah, it's literally a requirement to set that alarm off.
Okay, you know what? High D because of the
high
bugs.
D or low C.
Yeah, I
bugs
can agree with that.
And just
we don't have enough D tier stuff. You know, we're getting
honestly though, no, unironically, as it currently stands, this is a perfect chart. There are zero flaws with this chart. This is how a chart should look.
Yeah, a lot of times people do these tier lists. It's like it's very heavy with S and A tiers, and
like
I agree. I agree.
Genuinely, this is exactly how a tier list should look.
That's why my freaking fast food tier list that I made, people were upset. It's like, George, you can't be. Why is this so lopsided? What are you talking about? Like, I only had one S tier, very few A's, really limited, like very few B's, a lot of C's and D's. Like, what are you talking about? I don't see what the big deal is. Like, not my fault. Every fast food joint is trash. The heck. Anyway, moving on.
Now we have Doom 2016.
B.
Best audio design.
Actually,
no, I'm just
kidding. I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
I think that should go music and score.
Job with it.
I think that's music and score over audio design.
I've never played it, so I was just yapping for
Because the music fucks.
The music goes hard. It is
the music
Odyssey, or
I could listen to the music score for Doom while not playing Doom, and it just energizes me for like a workout or something. All right, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
Game
Yeah.
of the year. No.
I've never
Rabbit,
played it,
game
so
of the
I
year.
really,
Game of
I
the year.
haven't played it. Honestly, though,
Okay, George is saying Game of the Year. Because
From
of
what I've
George's
seen-
bet, I'm sure George can't say otherwise.
Damn it! Why did God?
what bet?
I hate that he brought it
up. I'm not going further than that.
I
I
hate
need
that
to
he
know
brought
what-
that up.
What is it? Tell me,
Don't worry about it.
George.
Don't worry
Tell
about
me.
it. It's a bet with somebody that is very irrelevant and very unimportant to the conversation. Who has a
You're gonna get your ass
delusional?
handed to you.
No. They have this delusion that they believe Astrobot's gonna win.
Oh, right. That I think Astrobot is one of the games that is deserving to be nominated. That's about
I
it.
am not arguing that, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. So
And I
think
definitely
it's a
think
good
it's
game.
better than Wukong. Or it
It
should,
might be.
I
It
was
might
gonna
be.
say.
It
Yeah.
might be.
Might be.
I won't say it will win. I think it has a reasonable enough standing to possibly win.
And again, like that. I think that a lot of people, especially I'll say her name, Christy. She fucking has this belief that I hate the game. Like, no, I genuinely think like exactly what you said, Soom, that it is a really good game. It is deserving of a nomination. I just don't think it quite has what it takes to get Game of the Year because of all the other games that came out. Now, Deadlock and Dragon Ball, I'm
Fair.
completely memeing. Those don't deserve Game of the Year. I genuinely think whether Black Myth Wukong or what was that other game that came out that was really, really good? Shit. Rabbit, what was the other game that people are saying was going to win Game of the Year? It was Black Myth Wukong and
Oh God.
fuck, what was it?
I don't know, actually. I just think the problem with Black Myth Wukong winning is it tried and true formula, do not get me wrong. I
Yeah.
don't think there was enough innovation in it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, there was a good
No,
amount.
that's fair.
I just don't
That's
think
fair.
there's enough to set it apart.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I
that
think
was it,
that
Yeah.
that was it. I think those two games, and I agree with the criticism, Black Myth Wukong, right? But I think
Yeah,
Final Fantasy
same.
Rebirth definitely deserves it because everyone who played it, at least everyone that I've watched
Wanna
and talked
play
about it,
I want
it's
to.
all been positive, very, very.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah, no.
I'm
Receptive.
really okay. I'm gonna tell you why I'm really miffed with Final Fantasy VII of the remakes in general. Is just for the fact that I couldn't play it when it first came out because they exclusively went to the PlayStation, and I don't feel
Yeah.
like spending $500 to $700 just to play a game.
Yeah, console exclusives are rough.
And this is the
They're-
same issue
no,
I
yeah.
have with Astrobot. It's like I can't comment on if it could or couldn't be Game of the Year because I don't want to drop $500 to $700 to play the game.
I'm gonna bump that audio right
Yeah.
there really quick.
Yeah.
No, but again, yeah, I agree with that. Console exclusivity is really, really stupid, especially this day and age. And I do think there is
okay.
an argument to be made that Game of the Year's games should be cross-platform. I do think that because,
Okay.
like what Rabbit said, it is true that you have to buy a certain console to play the game. That
My
kinda
view on this is
sucks.
console exclusives should completely be viable for Game of the Year. However, console exclusives should only remain console exclusives for a limited time. It should
Yeah.
be a situation like what Epic was doing for a while, where they were buying the rights to a game for a year, or for 6 months, for 2 years, and then it was allowed to release on like Steam for PC gamers or GOG or whatever.
I agree with
Is I think console exclusives should be completely fine for Game of the Year. It just has to be taken into account that they have a much smaller reach, meaning you can't just base it off of sales, base it off of like how much they're being talked about, concurrent players, things like that. The metrics have to be taken into account that hey, there's not as many people. Obviously, Game of the Year isn't always about numbers, things like that. But that's what
Right.
I'm saying. Like they are completely valid for Game of the Year. They are actually at a handicap for it because of their exclusivity. And that's why I think console exclusives shouldn't be permanently exclusives. Looking at you, fucking PlayStation and Bloodborne.
I agree.
That's
I
funny.
agree
Yeah, I agree.
1000% with what some's take there.
Yep, I agree.
Fuck you, George.
All right.
And speaking
Love you
of
too,
some's
buddy.
take, I really need to know Dragon Quest Monsters.
Okay. So the thing is, I love Dragon Quest monsters. I really do. I love them. I love the monster designs. I love the gameplay of it. C.
C. Gotcha.
It is the same formula. It's like Pokemon. It's the same formula again and again. There is innovation. It's just not large enough to be better than average.
So there's game gimmicks associated with the new one, but it's not enough to really just say this is separating it from all other versions.
Yeah. Not only other versions, other games even. Like it's yeah. There's
Okay.
not enough and I'm saying innovation a lot. That's an important aspect to me for games anymore is if you are putting out the exact same game, it's not a good game. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad game. That's kind of why a lot of the ones that aren't innovating but are good games are ending up in C. It's just, for me anyway, innovation is important.
I guess
improving, changing.
I guess the best way for me to wrap my head around it is, if you know what you're doing with your game and you're doing it right, you still need to change something up, whether potentially the story or the game mechanics, to make someone drawn in further to deepen the lore. Otherwise, you're just kind of going through the motions with the video game.
Yeah. Like one of our games coming up here, Elden Ring. That one I think is an improvement enough upon previous Souls-like games because they've added a lot. The freedom, the ability to choose where you're going and how you're playing through. There's like 13 bosses you have to kill in that game. Yeah. But you have the choice of which of like 20 you do.
Right.
That one improved a lot upon the formula because previously you have to kill these specific 13 bosses to beat the game.
Agreed. Okay. I like Elden Ring.
I know, just to talk about that, it was just yeah. Anyway.
No, you're good. Dread and Delusion. The hell is that
Dread
game
Delusion.
about?
Okay, Dread Delusion is a game with no flaws.
No flaws. Okay. Interesting.
No, but
is that
unironically, it is a game I would personally like to put up in S.
Okay. Boom. Done. You're the only one that has experience with
it. I know, but it is gameplay-wise, honestly, combat-wise, it is a little bit lacking, but the game isn't designed around combat. It is designed around exploration, world building, and honestly, its art style. I love the art style. It's very retro-esque, but not. It's retro reminiscent.
Okay.
Yeah. Its art is good. The story is wild. Your choices have an impact on the world around you, though. To be fair, it's an either-or situation. It's like you either get this situation or this situation. There's no like, if you do these two quests and choose these two options, a third thing will happen. No, each quest is its own self-isolated thing, but they do have an impact on the visuals of the world as well as the entities in it in some regard.
It's kind of like what Mass Effect 1 ended up doing, where it's like, it's very binary. If you choose this, this happens. If you choose that, that happens.
Yeah. Unfortunately, as sad as it is to say, I haven't beaten it yet. And that is mostly because of my own fault. My game file got corrupted. Through no fault of the game, to be clear here. My power got cut, and it corrupted the save file.
Oh, man, that sucks.
And
sorry.
I was so hyped for it because I played it initially before, like, the final version came out. So they did this in basically they released continents. They released Continent 1. I played Continents 1 and 2. I played through that, and then I didn't have the third continent at that point. I played through again to play the third continent. And then the full release came out. They added the ending of the game, which is a fourth zone, as well as a new tutorial, new starting zone. Like, they added a whole lot of new content, which I think was great. But unfortunately, when that happened, my power went out. I lost the save file after I was almost done with the damn game, or back up to the end, which was really upsetting. But fantastic game. Story is great. Gameplay, the combat, like I said, is rather lacking. The magic is fun to play with because, well, there's attack spells, there's summoning spells, and then there's the self buff spells. It allows you to traverse the entire game world in all of like a minute.
And it's a
And
big
that's
game
not
world.
that's not via teleportation. Oh yeah, no, it's a pretty decently sized. And my minute is exaggeration. It's probably closer to 2. But you can just zoom. You can go because there's a spell that just is buffing your speed based off of your magic level.
Huh. That's crazy.
And if you already have basic speed, you're moving pretty fast. It's really fun to mess with the spells and shit in that game. And it doesn't matter what your stats are either. You can play through that game regardless of how you allocate your stats.
So a recommendation potentially for future gameplay?
Yeah. A lot of games actually fail in that regard. It's if you put all your stats into one thing, most games are just like, no. Like, you just get flat fucked.
Oh. I think.
Yeah. Anyway, please move on.
All right, Duck Game. I know George and I played this.
S tier.
It
Fucking
goes
S
in C.
tier.
It goes in C.
No, fuck you, Zoom. S tier.
It's the same problem as Among Us and Content
I
Warning.
don't care. It is fucking fun. S tier.
It is very fun. I actually used to
Nope.
have a custom
I'm fighting
hat.
this. S tier. S tier.
I used to have a custom hat for it.
Okay,
I don't give
so
a shit. S tier.
high B, low A is what I'm hearing.
Rabbit, you and me. You don't put this at S tier. It's you and me.
Honestly, I can accept it being an S tier because it does have a lot of customization options.
What the heck? I want
Well,
an A
it-
tier. What the fuck?
While
A tier.
it does have the same problem as Among Us and stuff, it does have a lot of customization options, both for custom maps
Rabbit,
and things like that.
You and me.
Okay, you and me.
I agree with an A tier though.
Okay. I actually thought it was. I'm memeing a little bit, but I really want us to play that again. It's fucking fun. Like, it's
Yeah,
a really fun
Maybe,
game.
maybe
Okay,
I
s-
can join next time.
No, fuck you, Zoom.
Well, okay, so the thing with Duck Game that ended up having a lot of controversy is probably the best way I could put it, is because it's an Adult Swim game and Warner Brothers wasn't wanting to renew the license for it. And so it was just going to be wiped from Steam. So no one, even if they had the game in their library, would be able to play it. Well, that licensing issue got resolved at the very minimum for Duck Game. I don't know if it did for the other Adult Swim games that were on Steam. So we could still play Duck Game. That was a crazy situation this year.
It's an awesome decision.
I did not know about that.
Yeah.
But I'm
But
happy it's
now-
here.
But
Same
now
here.
we're going to Elden Ring.
B.
F.
So C is what I'm hearing.
I'm just saying that to piss off Otter, but it's actually no. It's whatever Zoom said it'd be.
B.
George is way too fucking fluid with these answers. I hate it. He's just like, oh yeah, whatever Zoom said. Oh yeah, whatever Zoom said.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm not really big into Souls games, and I know you are. But I was just saying F to piss off Otter because I know he loves Elden Ring.
He
I,
does.
I just don't see any issues with the game personally. It's not my cup of tea, but I know it's a good game, so you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a little bit with George on the it's not my cup of tea kind of.
I was gonna say,
game.
all of my opinions here have been entirely biased upon personal feelings for the game and genre.
Oh, well,
that's
that's
fine.
kind of the point of a tier
I
list.
know. I
Yeah.
know.
All right, Ember Knights.
Never played it.
Probably a C. Maybe a
C?
B. Honestly, a
So-
B.
B.
A B. Yeah, it's honestly it's a solid game. It totes very highly upon it's a co-op game, but if you get more than 2 people playing it, because it's up to 4 player, it lags the fuck out.
Oh no!
All right.
And it is a disappointment in that regard.
Gotcha. All right, Escape Academy. Trying to do
B.
a lightning round a little bit. B.
D D
D.
D D D.
All right. Everything.
That's not me. Who the fuck played everything?
I did.
I was
Oh,
gonna say
man.
I've never played that game.
Never played it, man.
I was trying to think, like, did I play that? Like, what is that?
You guys don't know what you're missing out on. Everything is Oh, it's something,
Every
all right.
it's everything, isn't it?
I'll give it a solid C because there was a
Wow.
soundtrack that I didn't know, but it's
All right.
crazy.
I like how bro hypes it up and then puts it as C tier.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
it's
it's
not an amazing
crazy,
game.
bro. It's
It
crazy.
is crazy, but I'm not saying it's an amazing game. By no stretch of the imagination is it amazing. But I mean, it's all right.
No, Rabbit, it's just your
It-
inflection and your tone. It felt like you were about to put this in at an A tier. It's like all this hype and then C tier. Like what the fuck?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, C tier.
It's caught me off guard, man. But it's okay. All right, C tier.
All right, escape the back rooms.
F.
Okay.
I'm gonna say D or F because I don't know. Like,
I
mean,
can agree
my
with that because it can't be higher than a C.
Yeah. my opinion on backroom games, and I know that I'm gonna get a lot of flack on this, especially with a lot of creators who love using this fucking idea as their own thing. I do believe backrooms should not have any entities because I think the original idea of backrooms is to put you in a place that is in between realities, but you're literally alone. You don't
Yeah.
have anything or anyone chasing
Ori-
you, but it's the scary aspect of being by yourself in this uncanny world,
By
right?
yourself in this uncanny space that is unchanging, uncaring, just
Exactly. Yep.
neutral territory that there's nothing in but you and an endless series of rooms and hallways.
Yep. And I hate that the whole entity thing. I mean, I get why it got popular. It's cool. It's fun. Whatever. But with the original idea of backrooms, I think it's kind of been bastardized because of these games. That's why I don't
Yeah,
really like
I-
Escape the
Not
Backrooms.
Which
I don't think it's just because of the games. I also think it if I remember correctly, one of the first people that was posting the concept of backrooms um has been posting more and adding these more um supernatural elements inside of it that it makes it a little more unfriendly, like the barrier. I think one of the latest posts was like this barrier between realities where a guy ended up finding a house inside the back rooms and he walks in it and he starts talking to a guy that's also in the house, but they're like right next to each other but they can't see each other. And it turns out that the guy goes and knocks on his wall and the guy that's in the real world breaks through the wall and then gets eaten or something by a monster. We don't know because we're in the back rooms seeing it from the guy's perspective, who ultimately ends up starving to death at the end of the video.
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But moving past back rooms, exit at platform 8.
Oh, another
B.
backrooms game.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Honestly, I think it's D. It helped popularize the genre, much like Observation Duty did. I think it did a really good job on it. It rather than help popularize it, it capitalized on the popularity of it,
I agree.
and I think it
yeah.
handled it very, very well.
Okay.
The sequel sucks,
Exit 9.
which also should be on here.
I don't remember seeing whatever the sequel was.
Same stream. I did like 3 different Anomaly games that stream.
That would probably explain it why I didn't grab it, because I didn't think that was a 3 gamer.
Yeah.
No, I agree with Sum on his idea or his statements. Anomaly games are fun. But I mean, Exit 8 did a really good job, but I think it's not something spectacular. Really-
I think they're actually a game genre that is more fun playing with your friends
Yeah.
because you can gaslight each other into like
Jess.
saying it's something else. Yeah, gaslight. What's your
Yeah, I
point?
remember you started.
There's
that.
There's a Roblox version of the game where you can play multiplayer.
I was gonna say there's also Anomaly Project. There's Hospital 666. There's that I
about
think
to
it's an
say,
F tier
oh,
that we put in there.
We could totally play Hospital 666. That would be really
No.
funny to team up with.
No.
That would be fun. Then there's like I said, there's Project Anomaly Project. That one's also pretty solid. There's only 3 levels right now, but they are expanding it.
I feel like Soom would gaslight me the entire time.
What the fuck are
Probably.
you saying?
See?
No,
It's gaslighting
no,
me
no.
now.
What did you just say?
Gaslight?
That's
don't know
not
what that
how you
is.
say it.
Gaslight?
Gaslight.
My bad. Gaslight. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
See?
All right. So
Yeah,
I
rabbit.
kind
Prove-
of
point proven.
I have an idea as to what's gonna happen with this response, but Faith.
See.
Is that the unholy trinity?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo, Bake. We friends, but if I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I give the game a B tier.
Okay.
I mean, that's fair.
I think the story was really good. I loved how it dove into like demons and religion and fanaticisms, idioms, all these kinds of things. I like how it tackled very sensitive topics, which I won't repeat this for the sake of the podcast. But like,
Sure.
I think it was very well done. It was an interesting way. It was an interesting idea to design the game in such a classic retro style. At first I didn't think it was gonna work, but it worked really well for what they were trying to convey.
I
So-
liked shooting the deer.
Son of a bitch. I do think the game is good, and I know Bake wants me to revisit it so I can do all the secret shit because apparently there's like a whole ass thing that you got to do or a series of
Dude,
things
I
you got
am
to do.
so upset. So there's the secret boss at the end or whatever if you do the 3 like secret bosses across it.
Mm-hmm.
I fucked up
guess what he means.
the last one. And just like literally by like 2 frames, I fucked it up.
Yep.
And I was just like, okay, well that sucks. Not doing that.
But it's funny because Bake had sent me like the lore videos that explain a lot of the stuff going on, and there was one video that I found that explains how to do what like the secret boss you were talking about. And yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna do this because like kind of like with Zoom, if you mess up, you're kind of fucked. So it's like, no, I'm not gonna go try hard on this game. But
Hey Rabbit,
Again.
is Shipwreck 64 on this list? I'm not seeing
Yes.
it.
It's
It
there.
is?
Yeah.
Is it the white square? Might be the white square.
No, it's not the white square.
but overall,
next-
good game. I recommend
there.
people
Right
try it.
next to the white square. Okay.
Anyway, next game.
So I'm gonna be real. I didn't expect the direction that took. I am quite surprised you guys took it as seriously as you did. I thought that because Bake was hard recommending it to you, George, that you just go F tier, immediate F tier.
No, like again. Okay, all right.
Honestly, with George talking, I am more than ready to agree with the B, where I said C initially. George has a
Like-
very good point and has expressed it very well.
all I'm saying, like I know I meme a lot, but I know I talk about how annoying Bake and Judd can be with asking us to play games. But whenever I accept to play a game, I will play it to its full, and I will thoroughly
To the
try to
credits.
enjoy it.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that
fair.
too, but I would also try to enthrall myself into the world of that game. It's not like I'm just gonna half-ass it because that's not who I am. I will always put 100% into whatever I'm doing, and that includes the games that I play. So that's why I genuinely was surprised with how good Faith was. Oh, yeah.
George, the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is Elden Ring gets brought up. It's like F tier because I know Otter likes it.
Well, that's because I like fucking with
actually a
Otter,
really
bro.
good point.
But I did follow up with saying that it's not my cup of tea, and I did say it was actually a good game in its own right.
Yeah. No, but I expected the initial. There's a bad game because I was being recommended, and then you going to the real response, not just the immediate real response.
Oh.
that
Well,
threw
because
me
okay,
off.
so I guess Faith is one of the rare exceptions where it genuinely surprised me. I think that was why.
Okay,
Like it was
alright.
actually a good game from the start to finish. So that's probably why I didn't do the meme usually.
All right,
yeah.
this one I expect to know where it's being placed, but Fate Samurai Remnant.
Hold on, ain't no way it's been a fucking hour already. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, no,
it
we-
really has.
George, we're having fun here, don't you know?
This might be a part 3 coming up.
Oh, there's
No,
gonna be a part 3.
I was gonna say there might be a part 4 or part 5. I'm
Oh
not
no,
even joking.
we're done at part 3.
What?
We're speedrunning that shit at that point.
Yeah,
no, we're
yeah,
doing.
that's
No.
what I'm
We're
thinking.
No.
Like,
Make it
honestly, some of these
5
things, I'm looking
parts.
at you, Poppy Playtime, down there. That's one fucking game. That's one game, motherfuckers.
Oh, that's funny. All right, next game. What's this called?
Fate Samurai Remnant.
Never played it.
Never played it.
I played it, and so I will put it. I knew that it was gonna go down here.
Okay.
So now you have Fears to Fathom.
I really want to
I-
play these. I have not yet.
I have played the first two. I tried playing the third one, but I think there was an update that pushed out, and I never got back to it. There was a glitch on my version of the game where it wouldn't load up parts of the first part of the game. But the first two that I played, really good, really well done. They're based off of real experiences, which is this creepy part. And I think that just kind of sells the fear aspect because it's like, oh, this could actually happen to you. But I would say if we're involving all 4 games, I haven't played the last 2, but I know that I've seen gameplay and that they're pretty good. But based just off the first 2, I'd probably give it a B, low B.
Low B.
Yeah. Mainly because I'm just a stubborn dick, and it's like, all right, can I just give me a gun? I want to shoot this stalker who's stalking outside my house, but I can't
Fair.
because I have to follow the story.
Well, now we're moving on to Fields of Minstria.
Mystria, first of all, no min.
Mystria. Yeah, okay.
I've heard of it. I've never played it though. Is it good?
Okay, so I have a certain perspective because of early access games here. I feel like early access games should not go above C. Like, they're their own separate C to F chart, essentially.
Okay.
And I feel like this one currently is right there in the middle at D. I don't think it has enough going on yet. Like, it's really good for what it is, but I think there is also just a critical lack of content for the style of game it is.
That's fair.
Like, there don't get me wrong. It's gorgeous. It looks good. I love the art style of it, but I don't think for a game that is about relationships between people in a town and the events that go on there, it has very little to do with the town.
Gotcha.
Like, it has like a weekly event, and then that's about it.
Okay.
So I think it has the makings of something good, kind of like Dark Hours does. Like, I think these games can be very, very good. I think we should wait and see where it goes.
Fair enough. So, Fights in Tight Spaces.
I have not played it. I want to play it.
Rabbit, you've played it, right?
Gate played it, but I was there watching it, and
no.
Wow.
Fuck you,
Wow.
Rabbit. It belongs in not played if none of us have played it.
No. Fuck you. It was on my stream.
It was on your stream, but you didn't play it.
It's A tier. It is such a fun game.
Listen, the tier is called not played. None of us have played it.
I said I'm gonna override things, so I'm overriding for this.
That's not how an override
one's an A
works.
tier. This is yes, it is. I'm the host. I choose.
All right. Well, everybody watching, you can safely ignore that one, considering none of us have played it.
Yeah, I'll put it in.
Like,
it's fine.
Rabbit,
I'm gonna have to agree with Suma here, Rabbit. You technically did not play it, even though it was streamed on your channel. You did not have the controller in your hand. You didn't have the controller in your hand. You didn't play the game.
So
let me get this straight. If I had some random dude in China live stream to
like
my
me.
channel,
I said that was played on our streams.
Yes, and okay. So technically speaking, I shouldn't have had an opinion on what was it, Duck Game, right?
No,
or Alien Isolation.
No, you
because I didn't play it on my stream.
No,
I played it, but I didn't play it on my stream. And this is about what was played on my stream.
So you can still have the opinions on it.
Yeah, but see, no. Here's the thing: you can't have it both ways.
Yes,
Either I don't get an opinion on those, or you don't get.
I can have it both ways.
Or you don't get an opinion on that.
I can have
not
it both ways.
No,
I'm the host. I have it both ways.
This is how I expected it to end. All right, I think we're at time.
Yeah, we are.
Calm down.
And we're
you
just
two,
getting
calm
into
down.
the fun part.
I fucking hate this next part. I have nothing to say about it.
I'm gonna be real. I don't have a whole lot to say about most of this.
Yeah, I see him. I see him. Game of the year. Game of the year. Game of the year. Game of the year. No, I'm just kidding.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games until I speak up again.
Well, those should go by really fast, right?
It's George.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in deep detail on every single
I
one.
was gonna
so
say,
just
to be fair, both of us
sit
do
tight.
kind of just randomly go on.
No, but that's good though. You know, it's a good thing. It's for the content.
It's for the content.
I hate you both. I hate you both.
Stupid
We're not content
statement.
creators.
Yeah,
We're
we're content
idiots.
creators. We're creators. You know how we go. We're
I mean,
creators.
we are idiots. We create idiocy.
We are idiots.
I
Yes,
hate
we
you.
are idiots.
All right, so we'll
gonna
see
put you
y'all
on
in
the
a
ground,
part 3, I
kid.
guess.
Part 3, baby.
I don't want to be part 3.
Well, too bad. We're gonna do it anyway. Too bad.
Catch some at Somebunny DS and George at
No.
George2D and myself at Rabbit Hat Plays. Until next time, this is Infinite Podcast. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Not-
Also, vote Bug Snacks for Game of the Year.
Suffering.